All right, let's take a look at some of the functionality in the Photo Library tab in PhotoLab. And if we look to the bottom, we see our thumbnail section. And there's different things that you can do down here. And just like in Adobe Bridge, we can grab this little node right here and drag it up, and we can expose a tiled display of all of my thumbnails. And then, of course, you can scroll through and find exactly what you're looking for very, very quickly. Now, we can also bring this back down, obviously, and pull this down. And once we get down to this level, then we can control how big those thumbnails are. Or we can just drag this all the way down and eliminate the entire display of the thumbnails. Let's go ahead and bring this up, and then I'm going to display this pretty large. I like to see large thumbnails, so we're going to put that about right there. And so that's how that works. Now, if we look over here on the left, we see this tab right here, and this gives us a way to organize things. Now, I usually keep it at file name initially. Then once I've gone through and I've culled all my images and I've given them rankings, then I hit rank, and everything is displayed according to rank. And they are placed in one area all together so that I can then go through and do final global adjustments before I begin my conversion process. So I'll go back and put this back up to file name where I had it. Now over here is another additional way to organize your work, and you can take all of these. This is pretty much showing what you want displayed more so than organizing. So you can, in other words, if you want to find all the images in which modules were not installed, just unclick the rest of these and that one will show up, and so on and so on. It's pretty intuitive, not a whole lot of explanation needed. Go ahead and click on that to get rid of it. And of course, this is the directory that these images reside in. You can also come up here and reduce the size of the directory display, or you can bring it back out in case you have some long titles, or just eliminate it completely, just like that. But I always want my directory to display, at least to some degree, just like that. Now up here at the top, there are different ways to see the image. Now we can manually click on this drop-down list and go to 100% display, or go back to 50% if I want to, or Command 1 is 100% zoom, or Command 0 is full view. Or I can come up to this little icon right here for full view, or what they call 1-to-1 or 100% magnification. We can go to full screen, which I very rarely ever use, but it's there if you want to use it. Hit escape to go back to the normal view. There's two ways to do before and after, and if we click on this little icon right here, we can see, and let's bring this back down like this, and we can see the slider that gives us before and after. And obviously I've done some work on this image. So we'll put this in the middle, click on the icon again, and the slider goes away. Or we can just simply come up, click it down, click it up, click it down, let go. Very quickly before and after. And that's pretty cool. Now down here on the right are two functions that I usually wait until I get into the Customize tab to work with, and that's the Nick software collection, which I never do until I get into the Customize section, and of course export to disk, which is a little premature to export images before you actually do work on them, but it's there if you want to do it. Here's some different ways to do some automated processes depending on the end use. Export for application, put it into Lightroom, prepare it for an email attachment, do AirDrop on your iPhone, etc., etc., etc. So all of that is over there. You can see how all of this is just very, very simple to understand and to master. Up here is an area where you can enter some specific parameters to search for an image if you want to. So that's pretty much it. I mean, it's just very, very simple, very intuitive, and I don't think you're going to have any problem in this section at all. That's one reason I love this program, is because that specific file management function has been so simplified. I don't have to worry about catalogs. I don't have to worry about sessions. I don't have to worry about choosing my images and then importing them and wait for them to import and suffer storage errors and so on and so on. It's just so much easier. And then, of course, the result that you get out of this program is so magnificent that it all comes together in a way that's the way I like to work. So there you have it, the Photo Library tab in PhotoLab.